Hi everybody, welcome back. Regrowth with me, Sid, and I've been doing a little bit of preparation for today's episode. So we've got the usual. I've got my thermometer because there's various things I actually haven't scanned yet, like planks and fences. It's amazing actually how much I haven't scanned, but I haven't really done much with Thorncraft. I have turned easy recipes on because, as I've said in previous episodes, I hate the minigame. I don't actually hate the minigame, I just have played it so many times I don't get the enjoyment out of it anymore. So we have got a bunch of seeds here to improve. We've got a bunch of objects to make. The first one here, this is for the cinnabar seeds, but of course we haven't got any cinnabar ore, which if we check the cinnabar seed recipe, it wants quicksilver, which you can only get from cinnabar ore. However, thanks to Joe Shrapnel, he pointed out to me that you can get cinnabar ore in the alchemic by chucking amber bearing stone into there. So that's the trick if you're looking for that one. I missed it purely because I wasn't looking at the stone really. I was looking at the thing. So the quicksilver itself, so that should give us 2 quicksilver. Pardon me. Now between episodes I have processed all the ores that I got from the nether. I'm just double checking that I did actually empty my furnaces. I did. And let us go, so we'll do this in a moment. We've got 2 more here, but they're missing some crucial ingredients. And that is, those 2 are for Ardite and Cobalt. Now, I was recommended to, I think it was Larson, who suggested that I should do Cobalt before Ardite, because Cobalt is rarer. Now, I have processed all the ores I dug up from the nether, and I'm not too worried, because I've got a Cobalt block, I've got Ardite blocks. We need, for each of those, a manulin block. Let me go and just get the cobalt seed recipe up. So you need a block of the metal, a block of manulin, and a refined steel from Quadrum, and then other bits and pieces. So we're going to pop that and that in there. We're going to head over to our railcraft section while that melts, and we are going to grab our steel out and just get a couple of them. How are you doing in there? 61 coal coke. One's phenomenal. Have I got any steel in the system? I have. Oh, that's good. So, according to that, the uses for steel, well, the way you make refined steel is to cook it in a blast furnace to make refined steel. So why am I going upstairs? Let me come back in here. You are a blast furnace, so we'll pop you in there. Get some coal coke, pop that in there, and that should give us refined steel hopefully. So I'll let that do its thing. Go and check our stuff down here, and we should have 1 block of, oh crap, maybe I'm not as good. It only makes 1. I thought you'd have got 2 from that. Oh well. We're making cobalt seeds today and Ardite seeds next episode once we've got the cobalt stuff. So, useful tip. So we're going to take the cobalt. We're going to take the manulin, and we're going to take 1 of those refined steel. And today I learned 1 of those refined steel. I don't know what you actually use that for. What do you use it in? Steel casing from metal. This looks like Mariculture. Could be expensive. Cobalt, Ardite, Certus quartz seeds. We haven't even seen those on the map yet. So these must be opening up later. And then we get to applied energistics. Yay! I can start getting my head around that again. So the cobalt is this lot here. You can tell by the fact that it has blue dye, and the other one is, our dye is yellow dye. So let us set this up. So we have a block of cobalt, a block of manulin, block of steel, lapis or blue dye, a rune of lust, a rune of greed, a rune of envy, 4 extreme essence, and a seed, and a bat. Oh man, that's slow. So while that's doing, let us head back over here. And I want to take these out for starters, because these we got, if you remember, we got these at the end of last episode, beating the wither up, and it wanted us to make a beacon, and it wanted us to make a Gaia pylon. Oops. Let's see how that is going. Are we any closer to killing task? Kill the Guardian of Gaia. Oh, you are having a giraffe. Okay. Well, we will place you in here. I'm not doing a Gaia Guardian battle today because I only... Well, I could probably do it actually, to be honest, with the stuff I've got. But yeah, not my idea of a fun battle to run into unprepared, even just for the basic one. So we've got the cobalt seeds, and that should give us some options of what the world is built from. Cobalt seeds, 2 essence of cobalt or an extreme essence. It's going to be the extreme. That's going to be common as muck. And then the other thing we need to make is this one here, which was the cinnabar seeds. 2 of those, 3 of those, and 1 of those, and bang. Oh, nothing but living rock. Why have I got a... Oh, my axe, that's why. A little bit of obsessive compulsive there. So yeah, we'll get the cobalt seeds in. That will give us enough to start making cobalt ore, which will give us enough to make another block of manulin, which we can then use to make ardite seeds, and then we're pretty much set for both of those. And yeah, we'll be good. And then we can get the... Right, so cinnabar seeds. Let's have a look now then. So we got that one, that's just going to give me some of that. So that leaves 5 seeds left in this line. God knows what opens up once I've done that. I don't know where the other seeds open up, but we'll worry about that later. So that's seeds for the day. We've done enough seeds to last us for the daytime. We'll just go and that'll be enough. Pop these in, start growing and improving, and oh, they're nearly done. They're nearly done. These, well, they are done. They are done. These are nearly done. These are nearly done, I should say. Okay, so we'll go 1, 2, 2. Get you going. You can just, it's nice because you can just forget these once you've laid them in, and then when you remember them, just pop them out again. There's cinnabar, and here's the cobalt. No, you need a cross crop on you, and bang. So that's all of that done. Let us just check these actually, because these should be 10-10 on the speed effect seeds now. We've got 3 of them at 10-10. The previous ones were 10-9-10. Now, if I feel I sound a bit snotty today, it's because I am. Okay, we need to put you away. Bloop. We need to pop those away. They should all be 10s across the board. Lovely, and we'll have that pile of sticks. So, yeah, the slime ones are ready, aren't they? Oh, and these ones are ready now. Well, I'm going to set these ones to do a full field for starters. And get rid of those spare seeds in my inventory. Why did that pop down? I'll get these other ones checked out and I will be back with you. Alright, got that done. So let us go in here and grab this lot. This is not actually a quest item. This is just me going, hey, why am I doing it this way when I can do it this way? Mana mirror. Let us go and bind this to the middle one. And then we can place you and you in there, and we can also get rid of the band of mana, which will free us up another bauble slot for things later down the line. Just convenience really. They've got so much mana now, then it seems silly carrying it around on my belt. And the final thing I had got pre-set up here requires us to go upstairs and use this, I believe. Is 1, 2, 1, 2. I can't remember if it's that way around or the other. Obviously the other. No. Oh, it uses a mana lens in this, doesn't it? Of course. Tweaked recipe, yes. That's 4 iron then. Let's go and grab that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 8 iron actually. Yeah. It's the only fun. Actually, yeah, I suppose it is fun to some degree as well. With HQM based packs, is they do tend to tweak the recipes, and so recipes you thought you knew, it turns out you don't. And in this case, it's definitely the case that I didn't know the recipe for that. So we need 1 and 2 of those, and we can take 2 of those, that, and 4 leather. We have insufficient air. Yes, you are right. I do have insufficient air. Let me go and rectify this if I can. Now there's a mana. Well, we'll charge this one. I don't really like doing that with these, but because there's a chance I'll bugger the node up, but nodes are not that uncommon. That let me just have a quick snooze, and then because we're going to have to go out into the wilds and find some air. I don't think that definitely wasn't a pure thing, and this one still. Oh, this one has grown. Have you pure? No, no node. No node for John. Right, where is speaking of nodes, there is one in here. Oh, you're just Pedito. Alright, let's go and have a look outside, see what's over the walls, clear the field somewhat. Teach you. Don't mess with me. Especially not once I've had time to get prepared. Oh, missed. Bye-bye. Missed again. Missed again. Bye-bye. Any more? Apparently there's one about there, which means he must be in that hole. Oh, it's concussion as well. Lovely. Anything else? a hole appears to loop around. Well, let us not waste the mob drops of bountifulness that we have got around the place. Plus we can pick up the misses while we're here. Save the regen time a little. Let's go and see what that witch dropped. There was quite a little bit floating around there, wasn't there? Sugar and sticks and all things. Oh, what did you drop? Protection 2. Right, so entertainment time over. Now we need to go and do the painfully slow hunt for nodes. That's not a node. I'm just looking thinking, is that a node over there? And it's like, of course it's not, it's a light bulb. So if I were a node, where would I be? The irony is I'm only doing this to avoid having to do this, so I can get the goggles on my helmet and don't have to do this when I want to find nodes like this one here. I probably scanned it. Yes, I have, but that has got air. That's the all-important ingredient. While I'm here, while I'm out and it's daytime, I suppose I ought to go and just look at getting the rest. God, those concussion creepers. The only real drawback to doing this is it's bloody dangerous because you're kind of walking along concentrating on what you can see. Oh, I'm not scanning, I'll scan this one. You're a good sized Pedito node. Useful to know. I think we have got the thing. You see, that's the only air node that we had, so what do I need now? Auto. Where's a good sized auto? Mark. Doesn't seem to work that anymore, does it? Clear arrow. Yeah, the overlay just does not seem to work. Oh well. What that should do is put like a compass on the top of your screen pointing you to the node that you were hunting for. And obviously it isn't. Oh well, anyway, I'm going to head back. We'll get the goggles done and that'll be a quest item out of the way and actually a piece of useful equipment. So, and then I can hopefully... Whee! Oh, there was something I needed to do as well. Yeah, anyway, I'll see you when we get back to base. And we're back, and we have the means to make our goggles, which is nice, because that means we now have the means to turn in the goggles quest item, which will give us idiot on motorcycle. To give you, I'd probably hear that, because I'd be surprised if you couldn't. Now the other thing it wants is the alchemical furnace and the arcane alembic is the next quest item. Let's just see. Oh, let's just see what's in these common treasures, shall we? Some more potions, diamonds, gold, ender pearls, gold apple, knowledge fragment. Just use that. I don't think we need it for anything in particular. Mundane ring, bit of stuff, things and stuff and things. I'm going to need another one of these because the thing that is stopping me learning the alchemy line is I haven't got any permutatio, and one of the best sources of permutatio is, you guessed it, cinnabar ore. And we balked it. Doesn't matter, we didn't desperately need that. But armed with that, we can at least now go in here and get Essentia tubes. We're going to need another 3 permutatio, and 3 for that. This one is going to give us what? The alchemic furnace. We've got everything we need actually now to do that, I think. That's not a major problem. So let me get the stuff together and I will be back with you in a mo. Okay, we are off again. I've got, I think, most of what we need. Important lesson. If you are playing a Thorncraft pack and you have easy mode on, you are going to need a lot of research points. Periodically, it is beneficial to go through your inventory, shift over them, and scan anything that doesn't give you a value. So Wander the Forest probably won't do anything. No, it's not. Even though there is Thorncraft integration, magic bag. Oops, some vacuous there. I don't know whether that one. No, that's a different one because it's a different colour. Interesting. So you can do that multiple times. Quest book. Oh, yeah, there's still stuff there. That's already been scanned. That has. There's no point doing any Tinker's stuff because that just won't work. Nothing in there. And Chisel is a little bit dodgy as well. That would probably only give me nothing. So yeah, but certainly anything like this that you've kind of going, I've not got a value for, scan it. So I've not got a value for Smoothstone, so I'll scan it. I've definitely not got a value for you, and there isn't one. That's fine. I've done my goggles. Mundane ring may not have anything. Oh, he's got a little bit of metallum. Bucket. There you go. Vacuous in that, I think. Yeah, and metallum. And bone meal. What about these? Have these been scanned? Let's try it. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Good. So I need to do this. And another tip. Obviously we were going to combine that and that together to make this. Now it's lost its enchantment. That's the first thing. So let's scan it. Now we can scan that item again. So we will need to re-enchant that, which I'll do quickly in a mo, but we'll get those done. And when you change an item, even if you scanned it previously, it will be scannable again. Yeah, just useful, hopefully useful tips anyway. You can see that I've not scanned an enchantment table. Bang, is done. Bookcase. Yeah. Not done my arcane work table. It is surprising how much research there is just lying around waiting for you. Oh, discovered thing. Now, probably do those as well at some point, but I'm not going to do a mass scanning session. That would be cruel in the extreme. Before I forget, while it's in my head, let me get the book. book, where are you? Book. Sharpness, not much use on a helmet, but protection, great use. Let us go and get this thing re-enchanted. I think we should be caution. Trains on the track. We should be good just to... no, I don't want to do that. Bah. It shouldn't take long. And then we need to think, next episode, I need to think about where I want to go and take on this... this Gaia Guardian. Mark 1, I mean, it's only the Mark 1, so I'm not too worried, but, you know, maybe I am a little bit. No, not really. Anyway, yeah, so what I was actually doing, what I was going to try and do before we got so neatly sidetracked was I'm going to need a couple of those. Going to wrap you around there and do that, and I'm going to do a couple of lots of magic blocks. Now again, with the magic blocks, you are going to want to, as you make these things, it's good practice just to scan them, get them into your knowledge. We then need to place the cauldron, which I already have a value for, but I actually want a crucible, which is simple enough. Oh, have I scanned you? No, of course I haven't. Okay. There's research all around you if you just look. And then you are harvestable. Oh, I should have. Hang on. We can do it while it's in item form. Scan that. And I believe that if we take that and 7 of those, we'll get an arcane furnace, which we will scan, of course. And then I want to take hang on, where's my book gone? Two gold. Why have I only got 1 gold then? I need another gold. Can't count, that's my problem. And oh man, AE will be so sweet when we can just have a little terminal up here. That'd be really nice. That system with the shells is working okay, but it's filling up, shall we say. And one of those, we're missing Aqua and Ordo. So I definitely need to get that one sorted. Right, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to go out, find those nodes, and I'll be back once I've got the required. And we're back. We've got enough. That compass thing did work. I don't know why it wasn't working before, but after a sleep it worked fine. So yeah, so we got the V's filter. We need another gold. Damn it. I thought I got everything I needed. That'll give, well, 1 more gold. That will give us the arcane alembic, or at least 1. We're going to need more than 1 ultimately, but 1 is a good start. So if I remember rightly, which I don't at all, alright, show me arcane alembics, bucket gold, and an upside down thingy. Okay. One of those. Oh, I need a bucket. That's right. Oh, I've got a bucket. I brought the metal to make a bucket and then didn't make a bucket. So we'll just quickly make ourselves a bucket to replace the one we just used. The only reason I carry 3 is because 3 is what you need to make cake. And obviously you get cake. You need cake for the Rune of Winter. So yeah, now let's go and have a look at the quest book. You now want a warded jar. Warded jar is great wood. I don't think I've got any great wood, have I? I have got a great wood sapling. Oh, I've got a great wood slab. It's alright. And if I remember rightly, unless this mod pack has changed the ingredients, it is pains. Pains. How many we got? Take a stack. When in doubt, take a stack. Oh, I wish we had elevators. I really do. That would make life so much easier. But warded jars, if I remember rightly, were that and that. Makes us a warded jar. Okay. And that'll give us 16 warded jars and some Essentia tubes and some more Arcanist reputation. Alchemical Construct is the next beastie. There's the Thaumaturge's robes are obviously there. Obviously we need to get some wand foci and the infusion altar, which is the big one. But I think we need a place to actually do Thorncraft before we go down that route. I'll leave it over there. You can stay there. You can stay there. You keep on my person, and you can stay up there. And that's all jolly good and wonderful. So yeah, quite a bit of progress with the Thorncraft. I'm going to do predominantly all the research off camera because it's tedious, and any minor stuff I will probably do off camera as well. And we've done it so many times before, but we made some progress. I think next episode we will take on the Gaia Guardian. I've got a few plans percolating in my head just to improve the survivability of that one, but I don't think we'll have a major problem, to be honest. But you know me, always cautious, and yeah, I think we're at the stage. I just want to go and check the mana generation plant and also check the seeds before we clock off. So that is almost full. And then these will start filling. You know, we're going to have a serious amount of mana stockpiled at some point in the not too distant future, and I may actually use it for power generation because it would be silly not to. So these are fully improved, those are fully improved, this will probably be fully improved, these are coming round. So yeah, these are coming along nicely. Now, when you have a situation where you want a resource that you're growing, I would always recommend harvesting at every opportunity when you come round to look at it. Just because you can get a head start, you're not waiting till you get the 10-10-10 seeds and then harvesting at that point. You are taking advantage of the growth in the actual improvement process. But apart from that, I think that will do us for this episode, and until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and goodbye for now.